I can think of no other playwright and director who's had like 4 or 5 productions going on at the same time. It's amazing. There are like 5 or 6 different works of his in different media. In live performance on television, on YouTube, on the screen.
The first time na ma-expose ako or ma-encounter ko yung theater, or what theater is, was in grade 3. But my encounter was with the Jesuit, si Father James Reuter. And he needed some kids to play Indian boys dahil pumunta si Francis of Navarre sa India. At isa ako dun sa mga nakuha niya na magnanakaw na mamamatay dahil babarilin ng sundalo. And I really didn't know the whole story. I just knew that pag dumating pag sinabi nung siguro stage manager yun, na pumunta ako sa stage, tatakbo ako sa stage, babarilin ako, mamatay ako. Ganun. But off stage, I was very, very excited kasi ang dami-daming tao. The next time I encountered theater was as an audience member. I was in second year high school and my Filipino teacher asked me to watch this play in UP, Diliman. It's an absurd play called Programang Putol-Putol. And I was so taken by the whole, sabi ko, ganyan pala yung theater. Absurd. So sabi ko, ang saya, parang ang ganda, kahit ano pwede mong gawin. Pwede kang magmura, pwede kang magbad, pwede kang lahat. Diba? So, ang saya. Sabi ko, sige, gusto ko yan. Sabi kong ganon. And enjoy ako nun. So, that summer, after second year, pumasok ako sa PETA Teen Theater Summer Workshop. That was in 1976.
He joined the Teen Theater Workshop, of which I was a teacher together with Nanette Matila. I think what shaped Rody Vera was the fact that he came into PETA, he became an artist at the height of martial law. The environment was very oppressive. And so as a young artist, he was steeped in social reality. His interest has always been in playwriting. So in 1979, he was given a chance to be part of the writer's pool whose play got produced. It was Panunuluyan and critiqued by Mario O'Hara and Lino Broca.
Kasi sa PETA, I'm part of the writer's pool, write a play, and then they find a director, and then the director says, ano ba to? There was a time actually that I didn't consider myself a playwright. Kasi nga, it was one stumbling block after another. Na yung first realistic play ko, inayawan nga ni Mario O'Hara, siya dapat na magdidirect. Tinapon niya sa akin yung iyak ako ng iyak nun, hindi umalis siya. Mamaya, iba na yung nagdidirect, hindi na si Mario O'Hara. And, well, at that time, I really felt so down. Sabi ko, ayoko nang magsulat. Arte na lang ako. And then I found music. I started singing. Doon na lang ako, singer na lang ako. So for like how many years? When I was doing Patatag, when I was artistic director of Patatag, I hardly wrote plays. It was when I wrote Kung Paano Ko Pinatay si Diana Ross. Yeah, yung gay theme na play, na coming out play. Na pinalabas ng PETA. And that was what? 1992 na. And that was my first Palanca win. I think that brought me back to saying, I'm a playwright. Eventually naging prinsipyo ko na if I'm going to write a play, I want to make sure na ipapalabas ito. Hindi yung sinali ko lang sa contest, tapos nun wala na, tapos na, nandun na sa shelf. Or ako nakaisip, sinulat kong gano'n, wala namang interesado, o walang may pera para gawin yon. So I guess it's better to link up with a theater company or a producer who would say, ganito ang gusto namin for the season. If I say yes to a project, then I have to inspire myself. So it becomes an active effort. And how do I do that? I research, I do, make it more interesting for me and make it mine. No, parang ganun. Even if it's just an adaptation. One major influence that I would always remember would be itong German director na iniimbita ng PETA for like so many times.
Fritz Benewitz was an East German director of the Weimar Theater. And he took Rody and mentored him in his translation and adaptation of Bertolt Brecht. Later on, Macbeth. So he learned from Fritz Benewitz the classics.
Begin to even appreciate Shakespeare more because of the way he's able to translate the situations, the images, the metaphors into making that foreign feel very local. What sets Rody apart from playwright is I think his dedication to Filipino stories, his dedication to telling stories that are so current and tackling actually quite difficult issues that sometimes playwrights or directors would have second thought of tackling because of the complexity of issues. I think that's what makes him one of the best playwrights who would advance the notion and aesthetics of political theater and political performance. No, it doesn't end with sloganeering or stereotyping, but he bravely goes into nuances of a situation, and by doing that, he's able to enlighten us with the complexities of a situation, and we end up being educated. We end up appreciating. We end up sometimes even being put in a position of ambivalence, which I think is a very good place to be as an audience. You're unsettled, you know?
No, may specific role ang pagiging artist. And I think one of the most important roles, especially now in this country, is to offer another way of thinking, not just the literalist way of thinking, which is why we end up electing actors for presidents, because people see them playing the roles of champions of the masses and literally think that because he did that very well on screen, he must be doing that, or he can do that in Malacanang. So, para sa akin, importanteng anuhin ko yun, address yun. Of course, hindi ko na magagawa mag-isa yun. And I can only do that by as a theater practitioner, to show them that there is another way.
The theater that we do and which you find interesting, and I'm pretty sure the theater that excites Rody is theater that doesn't exist in a vacuum, John. It bravely engages hard questions and courageously faces them, but in a way that is exciting, compelling, colorful, and stimulating by mobilizing what he knows about playmaking. The importance of theater is the way it contributes to the way we imagine ourselves as citizens. And I think that's the biggest contribution of Rody. The way he questions that constantly and contributes to it endlessly.